Take a look at our top story this hour. China's aggressive posturing in the South China Sea continues, but Taiwan is not intimidated. President Tsai Ing-wen visited the frontline military base in Taiwan's outlying Penghu Island. The visit comes a few days after China sent warplanes towards Taiwan. Taiwan's military says that it reserves the right to self-defense and counterattacks. A clear message to China's People Liberation Army. In recent weeks, there has been an uptick in Chinese military activity in the region. Multiple PLA jets crossed into Taiwan's air defense identification zone. They were repelled by the Taiwanese fighter planes, and nearly 40 sorties on part of the PLA, featuring anti-submarine warplanes, multi-role fighter jets and bombers. Taiwan has described these military drills as harassment and says that it has clearly defined procedures to respond to Chinese aggression. Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen has said that China is a threat to regional peace. Beijing has rejected these allegations. Since China does not recognize Taiwan's sovereignty, it says there has been no airspace violation in the South China Sea. With the United States in its corner, Taiwan has become more critical of Beijing. Just last week, Keith Krach, the U.S. Undersecretary for Economic Affairs, visited Taiwan, the second high-profile visit in as many months. China is clearly irked by the growing ties between the U.S. and Taiwan. Beijing has asked Washington to respect the One China policy and stop interfering in what it describes as internal affairs.
China urges the U.S. to redress its mistake, strictly abide by the commitments made in the 3 U.S.-China joint communiques, stop any official visits and military relations between the U.S. and Taiwan, stop interfering in China's internal affairs, stop its words and actions that damage China-U.S. relations and the peace and stability of the Taiwan Strait.
Meanwhile, China is holding more drills in the region. The Bohai Sea exercise is slated to end on the 24th of September. A Type 750 multifunctional vessel will conduct daily test firings in the sea until the 1st of October. Nicholas Smith, the Asia correspondent for The Telegraph, brings us this report from Taipei.
Well, behind the scenes, Taiwan is just starting to push back more. Obviously, any nation wants to defend itself, so it's making its views very clear to China that what is happening is not acceptable, and also calling on more support from the international community to stress to China that it should stop intimidating Taiwan and stop these military sorties. We've seen a huge escalation of military aircraft buzzing Taiwan in the past few days. It's only natural for any nation to take action against that, and everything that Taiwan has done and said has been defensive action. It's not being an aggressor here. Well, China has already stated its intention to take over Taiwan for many years. For decades now, China has said that it owns Taiwan, that Taiwan is part of China, and that if it does not agree to peaceful unification with China, that forces on the table. So it doesn't really make any difference whether the US and Taiwan have stronger ties or not. China has stated its intentions. In recent days, the growing ties between Taiwan and the US have certainly triggered China to take more aggressive actions, but it would be taking those actions at some point anyway.